Hi, I'm Katie Varner, Superstar Director for the Sunshine State Superstars. You're watching my Week in My Shoes video, and in this video I'm going to take you through a week's worth of my activities and the things that I did throughout the week to work my Scentsy family business. We are actually on the last week, the next to last week of the Week in My Shoes series. So we are winding this down. So I really want your feedback. Is this series something that you have been enjoying and you want to see me continue? Comment on this video. Let me know, because if you don't find value in these videos, then I'm going to redirect my energy into doing something else for the channel. So I want to know, are these videos something that you find value in? So let me know. So this Week in My Shoes began on Sunday, December 20th. So on Sunday, December 20th, I had to return some calls and emails to customers. Actually, I had 2 calls and an email to return. I had to work on my presentation, and I had to meet a hostess who hosted a party a couple weeks prior to deliver her home party orders. This is crunch week. This was a really insane week of bagging orders, getting orders ready to be delivered to people before Christmas. So I was dealing with a lot of phone calls and a lot of questions, a lot of messaging, a lot of figuring things out to get things delivered to people in time. So it was a really hectic few days. So I did make a note that I needed to text a potential recruit that I had met a couple weeks prior. So I met a potential recruit at a vendor event, and she was going to be vacationing down in the Keys, and so she wanted me to reach back out to her after she returned. And she had told me that she was returning home on the 19th, and so I had made a note to text her on the 21st. She actually did not reply to that text, so I went ahead and made another note to text her later in the week, and I ended up texting her on Friday, which you'll hear more about later. So let's see, I had to go to the post office. I had to mail off some things to customer and a team member. I had a delivery that day. I had to deliver some home party orders. No, actually, I'm sorry, that was a basket party. I had a customer contact me that day that their gingerbread house warmer that we had done direct shipment on actually came broken, so I had to call consultant support to get that taken care of. Tuesday, December 22nd. This day, I actually had 6 Scentsy boxes being delivered to my home, and I was really stressing out about getting them all delivered to my hostesses in time. No matter how much I pre-planned, it still was a little bit hectic. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's the wrong day. Never mind. On Tuesday, December 22nd, I had Warmer of the Month delivered to my house. And that's the only note that I made, is that I unboxed that. But I'm sure I did more than that. We all know that. Wednesday, December 23rd. So this was the really hectic day. The day before Christmas Eve, I had 6 boxes being delivered to my house. Now, my original plan was, after I got done with my commitments I had that day, 1 o'clock at the eye doctor, 3 o'clock for the hair, I was going to come home and I was going to bag those orders and then deliver to those ladies the next morning. Fortunately, my amazing mother, who is such a big supporter, she actually came over after I got done with my hair, got home around 5:30, and she helped me bag all of those orders, all 6 boxes. So thanks to her, I actually was able to rearrange my meetups with these hostesses and deliver their orders to them that evening. So I met one at 7:30 and one at 8:15, and it worked out perfectly. I was so happy. So then on Christmas Eve, I did not have to do that. Christmas Eve, I was able to actually take most of the day off. The only thing I did was that morning, I had a delivery that came in the day prior that was some inventory stuff. So I unboxed all of that, labeled that, and put that away. Let's see. So the next day was Christmas Day. I hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas with your loved ones. I know I did. Saturday, December 26th, I had to set up deliveries that I had come in that were not for necessarily anything that was rushed, needing before Christmas. Organize my office. I spent so much time in here, you guys. Like, if you could actually look and see. So one of the things I got for Christmas was a Lowe's gift card, and so with some of that money from that Lowe's gift card, I actually bought another metal stand for my office. So now I have 2 metal tiered stands side by side. So they flank this whole side of my office. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. So I have 2 of those. So that's 10 shelves total. And so I bought that, came home, assembled that, and I spent over those next 2 days, Saturday the 26th and Sunday the 27th, I probably spent 5 hours organizing my office. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I've got all my bars on their grids, all my things put away, reorganized this closet, which was a mess, bought some new shelves and put all of my like trophies and special things up on the shelves. So I spent so much time in here getting this all organized, and I am so happy. That was one of my goals that I want for the new year, is to be more organized. So I'm really happy to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish out this week in my shoes. So continuing on, that was Saturday. Sunday, I finished organizing my office, and I met up with a customer to give her orders. They were not a rush for Christmas. Monday, the 28th, post office. I've said this before in other videos. I really encourage you to set post office days. So certain days of the week where you go to the post office. So you don't end up going to the post office every other day. Because as your business gets bigger and you get busier, you're going to find yourself needing to mail stuff frequently. So my post office days are Mondays and Fridays. So I went to the post office, took care of that. I followed up with that potential recruit, Kate was her name. I texted her. Still haven't heard anything back from her. So I made a note to text her again. I will try to text her 3 different times, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. I contacted my hostess for my home party that was supposed to be today. We're talking Sunday, the 3rd, I think. And it turns out that she needed to reschedule because she had not been marketing the party, and then when she finally did decide to market the party, she said nobody could come. So she rescheduled her party for later in January. I also texted another potential recruit that I met, and she didn't answer me either. So you see, it's not just you. It happens to all of us that people don't respond. So that night I had a vendor event, and it was a really awesome vendor event. I actually ended up getting 800 in PRV and booking 1 home party for January. I sold 4 diffusers that night, so it was really awesome. Tuesday, December 29th. I worked for my parents that day, but I still got quite a bit done. Let's see. I met with a customer to deliver a nightlight that she had ordered. You might have seen my video that I posted a few days ago, like a week ago probably actually, where I had been at Starbucks to meet a customer, and then another woman heard me talking and showing off Scentsy, and she came over and wanted stuff. One of the things that she did was actually purchase a nightlight that I didn't have on me, of course, and she wanted to order it. She asked me to show her what other warmers I had, so I showed her on my phone. She liked the Jane nightlight. She said she wanted to order that, so I didn't have to order it because I had it on hand. So I met up with her to deliver that to her. I reached out to all of my January hostesses, so I sent out a text message to all of them. Now, I didn't want to just say, hey, I wanted to make sure that we're still on for your party. I wanted to say, I can't wait for your party, to share the Bring Back My Bars with you, and to spoil you with the double hostess half-off items. How is spreading the word going, blah, blah, blah. That's how I reached out to them, not just like, hey, I want to make sure we're still having your party. I wanted to remind them of all the things they would miss out on should they cancel on me. So all of my hostesses, except for the one who rescheduled, are still good to go. So we're good. Let's see. I delivered to 2 ladies, 1 team member who had earned something from me, and a customer. Let's see. I went to the church to donate all of our food that we collected from the food drive we did at our team Christmas party. Entered the PRV from my event the night before. I went to the bank. Sent out an email to all of my frontline. So I sent out an email to all of my frontline team members, encouraging, if you're watching it, encouraging you to set new goals for the new year, give you some ideas on some ways that you can do that, and just some encouragement, and encouraged my frontline to reach out to me so we could kind of chart and plan their new year if they have some goals and some things they want to achieve this year. So I emailed that to all of my frontline. I started working on my tax preparation, and I put stuff away from my event the night prior. Organized it all back. Trying to be better about this in the new year, guys, right? Wednesday, December 30th. I prepped 10 invitations to send to a hostess, and I mailed a vendor application for a vendor event that I'm doing in February. December 31st, closed out the party, or the event from Monday night. Let's see. I had 18. I always do birthday postcards for our group. So I did my research in the workstation and found out how many birthdays we had coming up, pulled that report, and started working on those birthday postcards. I also gathered 10 more invitations for another hostess who requested them, and I prepared a catalog to be mailed to a customer who requested it. So that was Thursday, December 31st. And that's actually where my planner ends. So that's where I'm going to end this week in my shoes. So again, I'm wondering if this series is something that you want me to continue. So if you don't like it, don't feel that you have to comment. But if you do like it and you do want to see me continue this week in my shoes, let me know. So comment below if you don't want to see Week in My Shoes go now that we're starting a new year out. And I'll consider y'all's feedback as I decide whether or not I'm going to continue carrying on the Week in My Shoes in 2016. Thanks for following along all year, and I'll see you guys next time.